AITA for arranging childcare far away from my wedding reception. I got married this summer. And while I wanted a child-free wedding, I realized that this would exclude a lot of my friends and family. So I came up with what I thought was a good compromise. I rented out my brother's indoor playground and paid the staff to work late. Basically, I paid them double time until midnight whether there were kids there or not. They are all trained in first aid and have all been screened by the police. On top of that, several of the older kids that didn't want to go to the reception stayed there as well to keep an eye on everything, as well as 2 ladies from my church. I also provided food and drinks. The problem is that the playground was about 2 miles away from the reception. So you basically had to choose between leaving your kids there or bringing them with you. I figured that it was a good option for anyone with kids that might get rowdy. Anyone with infants obviously wouldn't leave them there. Boy, was I wrong. People were mad that it was so far away. About a 5-minute drive. They were mad that the kids didn't get the same food as the people at the reception. No, they got pizza, nachos, and fried chicken. They were mad I didn't have someone to watch nursing babies. I was cool with people bringing babies to the reception. There was a mother's room at the hall for nursing and changing babies. I have been called all kinds of names for what I honestly thought was a nice thing. My husband said we should just have gone child-free and dealt with that hate instead of wasting money on ingrates. My aunt actually called me an asshole for not wanting a couple of dozen screaming and crying kids at the reception. Damned if you do and damned if you don't. NTA. That sounds like a lovely compromise. And I bet the kids were happier there than they would have been at a wedding reception. Let's face it, not many 5-year-olds really want to sit through a long ceremony and a bunch of speeches. Or to eat fancy grown-up wedding food. My kid self would have much preferred the pizza. Also, when you said it was far, I was picturing somewhere much further away, that 5 minutes down the road. Tears of joy. 2 miles? When I read your title, I was thinking it was like a 45-minute drive, and anyone with smaller kids would be worrying. This is not an issue. NTA. This is the best solution I've heard on here from anyone who wanted a child-free wedding. You provided multiple options for people to choose from. Put the kids there where they have fun with others their age. Get your own babysitter or stay home. Whoever still had a problem was looking for one. Also, who gets mad at different food options? What you provided sounds way more kid-friendly than what was probably at the wedding. NTA. At least now you know what whiners you should avoid inviting to any future events. When did everyone become entitled to their vision of perfect, free, immediately accessible childcare serving the menu of their choice? SMH. NTA. Oh my gosh, what a generous and lovely thing to have arranged for the children of your family and friends. I would have had a blast at a place like that as a kid. I would have thought the parents would have appreciated a free night out, off. What is wrong with people these days? Other than the complaints, did the reception turn out as you wanted? Info. In what backwards reality is 2 miles considered far? I'm reading comments like, what if someone's kid got injured and they're all that distance away? Well then, worst case, when no motor vehicle is functioning, you can sprint and be there in 15 minutes. NTA. They can say whatever complaint they like. But what I hear is, your childcare option means I can't get wasted because I have to drive to pick up my kids. Definitely NTA. You went way beyond what most people do for child-free weddings. You are honestly a superstar of a bride. Your family, friends sound like a bunch of ungrateful people. I'm inclined to think your husband is. Right. That you spend a lot of money and still were totally hated on. Honestly, this is amazing. You went way above the call of duty and people are awful. NTA. They got free babysitters. Their children would have an amazing time and they can calmly enjoy the wedding. People are stupid. NTA. I'm sick of parents acting like they need to take their kids everywhere. I hate that they don't want my kids at their wedding. And then acting foolish when childcare is arranged. You did more than I would have. You were gracious. NTA. People are jerks. You did a lot more than many would. Enjoy your life and congratulations. NTA. People suck. This is such a wonderful idea. But yeah, can't please everyone. I guess child-free next time. Jokes. NTA. Wow. How ungrateful can people be? What's the chances you could find a suitable, ready-made venue any closer? Very low, I think. NTA. This is the perfect definition of give an inch and they want a mile. A 5-minute drive isn't far away. It sounds like they essentially expected you to have a child room at the reception where they'd get the same food and the parents could go check on them between songs. WTF? Your arrangements were perfect. I think you're bloody amazing. I've never heard of anyone going to that effort and expense for wedding guests. Usually it's just child-free, and parents make their own arrangements. As others have said, it seems a case of damned if you do, damned if you don't. Please don't let people bring you down. You went above and beyond to try and be accommodating. Definitely NTAO and congratulations. NTA. Mom of 4. I would slam dunk my kids in that indoor playground and then add whatever I would have spent on a babysitter to your wedding gift. What a thoughtful, considerate solution. Bonus. I guarantee the kids were happier with pizza and play equipment than at a sit-down dinner. You sound like an incredibly thoughtful bride. NTA. My mom always said, no good deed goes unpunished. Sorry you had to deal with ingrates.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.